guy is a superstar. And when I say superstar, I don't use it lightly. Before we start chatting with him, you can pray for three things if you're a performer in this industry. You get a hoarding, in Bombay. Then you get a national hoarding maybe. And then the third option is always a hoarding next to where your folks live. So at least देख सकते हैं. ये जनाब, Times Square. Armaan Malik, superstar, brother. Thank you so much for joining me. And it's true. Times Square. It's a place that, when I went over there, we all take pictures over there. The Apple store is nearby. Your picture was there. And unfortunately, because of the pandemic, you couldn't go there. But it's been an unreal year for you as a musician, doing what you've always wanted to do. Am I right?
It's been unreal. It's firstly, hi. I think I've not met you in quite some time now, and like we're doing this Zoom interaction. But it's always amazing to talk to Salil because we get to have real conversations, and it's not like whatever.
Bro, your beard is also grown, huh? Your beard is grown.
Yeah, I'm actually growing it. I think it's looking good on me, so I'm
it's suiting you.
letting it grow. Little stubble. Stubble से थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया अभी.
लेकिन अच्छा लग रहा है.
Coming to Times Square, I think it's unreal because firstly, I was actually in New York before the pandemic. Kind of like it was already there. It's just like the whole world shut down in March, and I was there in in February. I was in New York in February, and I was right there. I had taken like a few touristy pictures at Times Square. And little did I know that just a month after that, I would be featured on the biggest billboard there. So it's been unreal. I don't have words to describe my journey. I've taken a very different path. It's a bold move for me, being a Bollywood. I've talked to you about this also,
of course,
at length. And as a Bollywood playback singer, you kind of over the years you kind of become slotted into this one box that you are a romantic singer, you sing only love songs and you do this and that, whatever. It's just very limiting. And as an artist, I have much more to offer than what people have seen of me. So for me, I think it was very important to take that step where I start doing global music. I put out stuff that people had never heard from me, but what I always knew was me, So Control, Next to Me, How Many, and then recently released K-pop and EDM and I-pop collaboration with Eric Nam, and
that was insane.
Echo, yeah.
But your parents must be also like crazy happy. Why? Because it's almost like a dream that, see, Times Square wala dream to yaar Indian artist ka kisi ka nahi tha, and recently Sona Mahapatra ka bhi aaya tha. She was also like overwhelmed with joy, and I think it really helps. So your brother, your mother, who's like spent so much of her the last 10 years of her life trying to figure out how best to position you as well. Your father also, so I think this kind of recognition, especially for an artist like you who chose to do English music and that is well documented, it must have been like the most incredible mohar of affirmation कि भैया जो सोचा बिल्कुल perfect हुआ.
Honestly, मैंने अपने पहले सिंगल के लिए ऐसा कभी सोचा नहीं था कि I would get all this, that happened with it. The fact that I took a new complete, like I went on a new journey. I even completely like archived all my posts on Instagram, and there was a cryptic post of I can't take it anymore. So there was a lot of like chatter online about what that was about. So for me, I think I felt like one chapter had ended of my book and a new chapter was about to begin. And you cannot move to the new one without closing the last page of the last chapter. And I felt like that is what I was doing, because I feel like today I'm a very, very different artist from what I was before when I was probably chatting with you, for that podcast or whatever. So I think today I feel like the artist that I was born to be. I wasn't feeling that for many years. And I've shared that with you on many occasions, how I've felt like, okay, I've done a bunch of stuff. I've recorded quite a few songs, like 200 plus songs in different languages, but this is not me. This is not what I feel like I wanted to do. And 2020, when Control happened, I felt like, wow, my first song is released. That was the craziness that I had with Control, and then obviously the songs that followed. But I feel like a very, very different artist today. I am so glad that it's crazy to manage 4 industries together, like 3, like why I say 4, because Bollywood is different, non-film music is different, English pop music is different, and South Indian music is different.
Where you are a viral sensation every day. Matlab, with Allu Arjun needs you as much, man. We all tried the Butta Bamba.
It's crazy. But honestly, a lot of people don't know that this virality may have happened now. But it's been a work in progress for quite some time. In the last few years, while I've sung Bollywood songs, parallelly I've sung a lot of South Indian songs that not a lot of people have noticed, but it's been stepping stones towards Butta Bamba, and then obviously the success of that song. So I feel like today as an artist, I have my hands and legs in different industries. I'm like my whole concentration is not just on one thing; it's on everything. Correct. And even though it's tough, because when I embarked on this journey, I was like, dude, how am I going to post one Hindi song today? Then tomorrow I'll be posting a Telugu song. Then suddenly my English pop song comes where I'm in a different avatar altogether, because my look, my design, the way I do my videos, or the whole thing with my English music is very different from what I do in India. And honestly, that's what I've always wanted to do. But at the same time, you have to make sure that the fans that have grown up listening to you have associated you with this certain image that they have in their head. You have to still, cater to that audience, that
of
fans.
Course.
So I feel like I have different personalities happening across these different industries, and I need to assume that every time I'm going into a room and doing something different. But I'm enjoying it. I think it's a great problem to have, to be so confused about what to do, because you have so many things to do. So I feel extremely lucky and blessed that I'm doing so many things, and I've been able to manage it successfully so far, and hope I continue to do so.
No, it's working, especially the partnership with the brother. But before we come into all the present, I'm sorry, but I have to do this. I don't do this often with you, but I have to listen to Butta Bamba. Because it for me, it was the joy of watching Allu also, the joy of the South music is just something else. And your voice is just incredible. I think a lot of North Indian singers don't get so much of love down South.
Yeah.
Because first of all, there's this divide. Secondly, they're always looking at the words. Galat pronunciation. With you, it's never there.
I think the South industry is such that if they really love you, they ferociously love you. Yeah. And if you don't fit into their clan or whatever, they wouldn't bother, whatever. That's their vibe. Yeah. And I feel, but the love and respect that I have gotten as a singer and as a personality down South, I have not received anywhere. I'm going to be completely honest. I feel so valued as an artist down there. It's unbelievable when I enter a studio, the kind of love and respect that is shown towards me. I feel like, wow, this is what it means. It happens to me every time I hear you sing. We went, wow. I was sitting in my radio studios, we kept on playing the song and they're going, kya baat kar raha hai? And of course, everything, superstar singers, superstars, actor, everything worked. So ho jaye, the viral song of last year, I think it was, yeah. ఇంతకన్నా మంచి పోలికేది నాకు తట్టలేదు గాని అమ్ము ఈ లవ్వనేది బబ్లు గమ్ము అంటుకున్నదంటే పోదు నమ్ము ముందు నుంచి అందరన్నా మాటే గాని మళ్ళీ అంటున్నానే అమ్ము ఇది చెప్పకుండా వచ్చే తుమ్ము ప్రేమ నా పలేవు నన్ను నమ్ము ఎట్టగానే ఎదురు చూపుకి తగినట్టుగా నువ్వు బదులు చెబితివే అరి దేవుడా ఇదేంతనేంత లోపటే పిల్లడా అంత దగ్గరై నన్ను చేరదీసివే బుట్ట బొమ్మ నన్ను చుట్టుకుంటివే జిందగీకే అట్టబొమ్మై జంట కట్టుకుంటివే బుట్ట బొమ్మ నన్ను చుట్టుకుంటివే జిందగీకే అట్టబొమ్మై జంట కట్టుకుంటివే.
Not a word also wrong, brother. Superb. Listen, how do you remember all the lyrics so well? Like,
I remember only this one. Others, I need to refer to a lyrics. This is the only one I remember. Trust me, because this has just it's been viral for almost a year and a half now. Correct. Still continues to be viral. So I feel like this is something that's drilled in my head. Others, I still have like a teleprompter on my concert that I need to Bro, it's not possible. I sing in 4 languages in the South. So everything requires a different roll of your tongue or r. So I'm confused. So I've made my own system. I put dots and dashes wherever I had I have to do. So वो मेरा पूरा teleprompter पे जाता है whenever I'm doing a concert.
This is unbelievable, you know, and that's the reason why he's like a genius. And a lot of people don't understand that mathematics and music is very similar. And that's the reason why a lot of artists sometimes are very good mathematicians. I think you're one of them also. Like, maths is good for you, right? No? Then how? How, man?
I'm okay. So the thing is, my mom is a math teacher, which is it's crazy how non-gifted I am in math department. But she's always told me that if you know maths, you know everything in life. It's simple. They say even for the English language, like when you're learning grammar, if you know math, actually it's reverse. If you know grammar, English language grammar, whatever, when you get a problem, you can understand what the problem is and read the language and understand what they want you to, you know, decipher and solve.
Yeah.
So I think it's all intertwined. Music also is very, very analytical. It's got a lot of like maths involved in it. मैं इतना maths में घुसा नहीं हूँ music के, है काफी maths. There's a whole science, but I feel like the math is inside me. It's in my DNA. Yeah. I'm not very conscious about it. Oh, it's not calculated in any way. But yeah, there's a lot that's happening in my head, in my brain while I'm singing. That happens just on its own. I can't control it. It's just part of who I am. It's part
That's
of my
why
DNA.
I say, I used to call you a prodigy earlier, no longer, because you're older now. Now you're just a genius. We take a little break and come back. We had Butta Bamba, but of course Tum Aaogey Song from this fantastic Bell Bottom. And when I say fantastic, because the film that made big screen viewing lovely again for us when we went back to the theatres. And thanks to Akshay Kumar, Armaan Malik, Vashu Bhagnani, Jackie Bhagnani, all of us came back to the theatres. We'll talk about that in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. Here with me, Salil on Star Stop, and we got the fabulous, the superstar. He really is one of those biggest artists who not only have a great voice, have a great following, and also have a great choice of songs for films. Armaan Malik, thanks brother for joining me once again. This trio of you, Virag sir and Amal is, you know, it's coming back after a while. 3-4 saal ho gaye, 2-3 saal ho gaye.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know, and the thing is, it's funny how there's also a gap having such a talented composer and such a loved and talented singer in the house also. The assumption would be that the gaps would be much lesser. Yes, I know that you took a break from Bollywood for a bit, but you would sing a few scratches anyway for your brother, right? And if you sing, you're one of the only singers who can sing fantastically well on Zoom. Zoom par bhi you're matching the notes, man. How does your brother not feel the need? Now, do you not feel the need to almost sing everything that you feel is like, you know, high on priority list? This is really big for him.
Honestly, me and Amal, like, we have done a bunch of songs together. We have recorded quite a few scratch versions, and it pitches, Amal pitches it to movies, and whatever brief comes to him, whether it suits, it sticks in the movie or it does not. Over the last 2 years, I think quite a few movies, we've already done like songs, but because of the release timelines and because theaters aren't available and stuff, it's been pushed. So there's obviously a lot of gap in our releases. There's a lot of gap that we've not been able to do stuff together. Amal's doing his own thing. I'm also loving how he's, you know, working with a bunch of singers, vocalists. I'm doing a bunch of stuff with other composers. So at this moment, I think both of us are diversifying our own like solo stuff. But when we do come together, I think it's just massive. It always is massive. Yeah. And when you add Virag sir to the mix, it just becomes magical because his words are just too pure.
But I was shocked that you'd never sung for Akki sir. I mean, I would have thought that by now you would have. When you were saying, I remember hearing it somewhere, you were doing some radio chat, and I was going, really? It didn't occur to me.
No, yeah. So this is my very first song for him. And I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm growing every year. So it's fine. Like, even if I've not done any of these before, I'm always going to have new experiences, new collaborations that I can look forward to. So I'm glad that everything's not happened all at once. I mean, there is something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to sing for Shah Rukh sir. So that's not happened yet. So that's something to look forward to. And I hope that happens soon. So
I think your voice will be a perfect match with him. Perfect match.
I believe so. I really feel like if there's a out and out romantic song that we get to do together, that will be just crazy. And we've talked about it. He's just like, I went to meet him. Actually, we had like a session with him, Amal and I. So we were with Shah Rukh sir. Actually, we were doing a session for one of his upcoming movies. He wanted to hear some songs and stuff, and we were talking about it. And I expressed my wish, like, so I want to really sing for you. And I was like, I also want you to do something for me. It's just about how the projects align, how I think even stars align. Honestly, it's just about timing, and it just happens when it has to happen. So the intent is there.
Actually, I remember listening to Abhijit's sir's voice on him. It almost used to look like when Shah Rukh Khan used to sing. It looked, for a long time, you just couldn't think that it was not him singing.
You could not differentiate that, there's a playback singer singing for Shah Rukh sir. So
correct.
I think
the way he sings on screen, I think very few are able to match with the singer.
Abhijit sir is probably, I feel like he is like, there's a whole Shah Rukh Khan ka chip in his voice. I feel like it's just that I can't differentiate. I can't take that voice away from sir. So when Shah Rukh sir's lip syncing in all of his songs, I'm like, dude, it has to be Abhijit sir's voice. Like I can't think of anything else. So yeah, definitely it's when I do get the opportunity to sing for him, it's going to be tough because I'm going to have to live up to Abhijit sir, live up to Sonu Nigam sir, and I feel like his voice suits Shah Rukh sir, like Kalo Na Ho, Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna, those songs. I think it's crazy. I have like big responsibility if I get that chance to do it. But
I'm sure you're going to get the chance, brother, for sure. And I think that there's a way that you have with some singers are great big screen singers. You're one of them also. Bell Bottom I saw also. I was one of the fortunate few that have seen it. And I think it was a fantastic decision by, say, Akshay Kumar and Vashu Bhagnani sir and everyone to actually come out in the pandemic. As a performer, as an artist also, you must be really happy. At least the cycle has started again. It'll be slow. Chehre, Bell Bottom, few of them have started.
I think Bell Bottom has been such a game-changing project. Obviously, these are hard times for the movie makers, producers, distributors, and theater owners, and everyone involved in the movie business. And it was a very risky move that they did. But I feel like that was required. That guts was required. That first moving was required for the industry to kind of feel like, okay, yeah, we can do this all over again. We can make this happen all over again. And kudos to Pooja Entertainment, Vashu sir, Akshay sir, and Jackie, and everyone involved in the project. I think Bell Bottom mein jo gana aaya hai, Tum Aaogey. One more thing that I would love to kind of like highlight here is that how they have really made sure that when they do a music video asset for Tum Aaogey, they made sure that I am part of that.
Yeah, you're in it, yes.
And I think like that.
And that's good respect. And it's about time that respect is shown everywhere.
Massive graciousness and respect on their part, because this has not happened before. It used to happen, I think, in some songs where Atif Aslam used to sing and like be part of the music videos. But that again was in a very music video-ish format. But this, because it's a patriotic number, because it's a lot of the emotions are led by the singer, it was really awesome for them to kind of like bring me into the mix and get me to be a part of the video. It felt great, and I feel like a lot of my fans didn't expect me in the video. They were expecting obviously a whole whatever video asset that goes out with film songs, but I didn't tell my fans I was there in the video, so I was like, just
and it opens with you.
Reactions.
And it opens with you. That's the coolest part.
It's beautiful.
It opens with you with a heavy daddy also.
Yeah. A lot of people messaged me actually after that, like, I connected with the song even more when I saw you in the video. So I felt it because I recently lost my grandmom, and when I was shooting for that video, just the emotions that I was going through, it came through. I mean, they were asking me, sir, emotional गाना है आपको glycerine चाहिए? I was like, नहीं चाहिए भाई, मैं ये गाना सुन के ही रो लेता हूँ, because it gives me goosebumps. It's every line of it, like हाथों की चूड़ी है खामोश देखो, टूटी बुढ़ापे की लाठी, पूजा की थाली में दम तोड़ती है बहना की प्यारी सी राखी. And it released around 1-2 days around Raksha Bandhan, and it was also near 15th August. So many people just messaged and saying that, we are part of army families, we know this emotion, we relate to this emotion that you've sung about. and that just made me feel like that's my victory right there. I think that's what matters the most. And very few songs like this come in during this time. I've seen only party numbers or dance songs or complete like bevafai heartbreak stuff happening. But something like this, something that holds a lot of meaning, lot of emotion, lot of purity, I think that it was much needed for today's like music scene. So I'm glad.
And there's actually a great relationship that Aki sir has with his mother in the movie also. And then, and that's a lovely exploration. And she leaves him.
I think the chain connects in the music video. Once you've seen the visuals of the movie, which obviously once it comes on OTT and everyone can access it and like watch it, they'll understand.
Actually, you're going to face a second wave when it does come out on OTT.
I believe the song will have like a resurgence of sorts when when the OTT when the movie goes live on the OTT platform. So I think it's going to be fab. I think it's a great beginning for the film industry. Even though it's been a lot of challenges for the team and for everyone involved, I feel like it's a great bold move, and I'm so glad that Bollywood music is coming back into the mix, and like we're getting good songs, good original songs. So I'm really happy about that.
And that's why you brothers are at the fore of it. Brother, before I leave you, I want to obviously hear it so that we can play it out to our online audiences as well as the TV audiences.
Mera ghar tere bina sona hai, mera ghar tere bina sona hai, खाली दीवारें तुझको पुकारे, खिड़की की तन्हाइयां बस निहारे, वो रास्ता जिस पे चल के तुम आओगे, तुम आओगे, तुम आओगे, तुम आओगे, तुम आओगे.
Wonderful, brother. Thank you so much. There's just so much in your voice. One of the few artists who I can just sit with you and I'd make you do all the work. Please, gaate raho hamare liye. Bas gaate raho. It will be awesome.
Thank you so much, Salil. Lots of love.
All right, bye, brothers. See you soon. And I will catch you again soon. You can catch this interview. As you notice, there's a lot of love that we're getting online. B4U Entertainment is where all of these interviews will be available online as well. And of course, they come out on TV as well. But in case you can't catch it on TV, do follow the links and go to the website and see it online on the YouTube channel. Leave your comments and likes. I'll see you soon. Take care and bye-bye.